You're watching the Weiss channel. Today, we're talking about proportional parts. Okay. For example, if PR is 1 less than QP, NP equals 10 and PO equals 8, find QP. I'm going to call QP, the distance from Q to P, I'm going to call that X. Okay? It says PR is 1 less than QP. So let me ask you a question. The number 10, what's 1 less than 10? Wouldn't that be 9? How'd I get 9? Didn't I take 10 and do 10 minus 1 to get 9? If that's the case, what's 1 less than X? Wouldn't that be X minus 1? It sure would be. So that being the case, if QP is X, PR would be X minus 1. Okay? Now, the best way to do these problems is to draw this as 2 separate triangles. The big one and the little one. Okay? This little one is here, and the whole big one is here. Okay? It says NP is 10. Okay? So that is 10 right there. PO is 8. So 8 right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say this. 10 is to X as 8 is to X minus 1. And we write it like that. By the way, could I say 10 is to 8 as X is to X minus 1? Yes. Could I say 8 is to 10 as X minus 1 is to X? Yes. Could I say X minus 1 is to 8 as X is to 10? Yes. The whole idea is if I go from left to right, I gotta go left to right. I can't say this over this would equal this over this. That won't work. If I go from left to right, I gotta go left to right. Okay? So here's my setup. I cross multiply. 10 times X minus 1 equals 8X. Distribute. 10X minus 10 equals 8X. Minus 10X from both sides. Negative 10 equals negative 2X. Divide negative 2, X equals 5. Okay. EH equals 5, GH equals 10, DE equals 15. Find FH. Okay, so this is 15, this is 10. This little piece here is 5. We want to find X right here. Now again, we need to draw 2 separate triangles, okay? The big one and the little one, okay? Now, here's the key. If this is 5 and this is X, does it make sense that EF would be 5 plus X, right? If this was 7, you'd tell me this was 12. If this was 8, you'd tell me this is 13, right? 5 plus 7 or 5 plus 8. If this was 3, you'd tell me this was 5 plus 3. Well, since it's X, we're going to call it 5 plus X, okay? So now we're just going to say 15 over 10 equals 5 plus X over X. I could also say 15 over 5 plus X equals 10 over X. That works too, okay? Cross multiply. Okay, 10 times 5 plus X equals 15X. Distribute. 50 plus 10X equals 15X. Minus the 10X, you get 50 equals 5X. Divide by 5, X equals 10. Over here, QR is 2 less than QP. Okay, so if this is QP, this is X, 2 less than X would be X minus 2, right? NP is 18, NO is 15, find QP. All right. NO is 15, N to P is 18, okay? we're gonna find QP, X, okay? So again, we're gonna separate the triangles, the bigger one and the smaller one. I'm gonna do 15 is to X minus 2 as 18 is to X. Cross multiply. 18 times X minus 2 equals 15X. Distribute. 18X minus 36 equals 15X. Minus 18X from both sides. I get negative 36 equals negative 3X. Divide negative 3 and X equals 12. You've been watching the Weiss channel.